welcome to our special IPL coverage of Brave New Pitch. I'm Rika Roy. This show is all about Indian Premier League that has emerged as cricket's new world order and the sixth most valuable sports property in the world. It was a brave bet by the BCCI and a bet worth taking because it has made one of the richest sports bodies in the world even richer. BCCI presented the world cricket's version of England's money-spinning Premier League in football. This was the moment that made the billion-dollar dream. India winning the inaugural World T20 Championship in 2007 did wonders for T20 cricket in India.
Victory of India in 2007 2020 tournament was definitely an impetus to think of this league and then to launch it.
With the advent of the IPL, international and Indian players went under the hammer for the very first time. And the big bucks meant the owners were expecting the moon from the men they shelled out their millions for.
I don't want to sound pompous, but losing is not an option for me. So losing is not an option for my titles.
So where did it all start? Lalit Modi had come up with a jazzed up version of the league in the 90s but had found no takers. However, Sharad Pawar's power play and the BCCI's bid to crush the unofficial T20 league ICL in 2007 led to the birth of the IPL. A tournament that took the cricket world by storm and made its way to every cricketer's lust list.
I just think it's a passion of the Indian fan. I mean, just to see that kind of crowd and the atmosphere, to be part of it. You know, I think when you come to a ground, you see 40,000-50,000 people. I think you want to be part of that event.
For the Indians, an IPL contract was worth its weight in gold. And for BCCI, it was a gold mine. It is expected to fetch the board an income of approximately $1.6 billion over a period of 10 years.
My job is that it should be win-win for everybody. Win-win for IPL, BCCI, win-win for franchisees, win-win for sponsors, win-win for cricket lovers.
BCCI's bet has paid off. The growing number of audiences are its success story. And it isn't just in India. This edition is being watched by 192 countries across the globe, including Afghanistan. But the dash for cash not surprisingly fanned the club versus country debate as well. Many feel the IPL needs an annual window so it doesn't clash with international cricket. So much so that a number of cricketers, including English players, clashed with their board over IPL availability.
International players from all the different countries playing together for 6 weeks, I think it's exciting for the brand of cricket and a great advertisement for the game. So I hope that the International Cricket Council will make sure that the international scheduling there'll be no international tours hopefully next year and that everybody is available for the full 6 weeks.
Barring Pakistan after the first season, players from every other test-playing country have been part of the IPL. After all, it's a platform that gives them the money, the fame, the exposure and the chance to showcase their T20 skills all in one place. One of the unique things about IPL was players being sold to the highest bidder. It was a unique concept that brought some pains and some gains, but more than anyone else, it was a lucky strike for the Indian guys, and for the rest, it was a ticket to high life. A text message with dollar signs from Chris Gayle to Kevin Peterson before the first IPL summed up what the league meant to the players. But the IPL hasn't just been about the money for the players. In the 6 years so far, players have come into their own, while some having fun and breaking down barriers.
You can say balle balle.
Balle balle.
Yeah.
Gautam Gambhir became the highest paid player at the IPL for auction, and he said thank you very much to Shah Rukh Khan by winning the trophy in IPL 5. Indian cricketers really are the chief beneficiaries of the tournament. According to the rules, each team must play 7 players in its starting 11, so the 9 franchises need to hire approximately 125 Indian players who benefit from IPL's employment guarantee scheme. There is no room for reputations or sentiment, which explains why the likes of VVS Lakshman, Brian Lara and Saurav Ganguly went unsold, and the likes of Saurav Tiwari, Venugopal Rao and Abhishek Nair commanded the big bucks. But for some, the rules are a deterrent. Like Ambati Raidu, who's yet to play for India, can only earn 30 lakh rupees. Come next season though, that could well change.
We are thinking of bringing domestic players also into auction block this time. So that we are considering that also. So soon a decision will be taken in that regard. So I think it will be mega auction.
But for some, the cash has also become a curse. The likes of Yusuf Pathan, Saurav Tiwari have withered, crushed by the weight of expectation and the gnawing anxiety to justify their price tag. For some of the best foreign talents, meanwhile, the IPL cash has made them choose club over country. Some have become T20 freelancers, while others have complained of being done in by jealousy in the dressing room. But before this went out of hand, the BCCI ensured a diplomatic silence from other boards by promising them 10% of the players' contracts.
Chennai Super Kings ko whistle pode.
Some may see the IPL as something that is ruining Indian cricket, but then just consider the perks that go with the pay. Business class travel, 5-star hotel stay, $100 daily allowance, and 50% money to be shared with players. Which player wouldn't want a piece of this pie? Sure, some of the top-notch Indian players had to surrender a part of their commercial rights for the teams and partners, but at the end of the day, it is a win-win situation for all, and in the IPL's ecosystem, it's the players who call the shots. Renowned writer Shobha De described IPL as cricket on cocaine. Mumbai's enigmatic Page 3 responded to Lalit Modi's billion-dollar dream and bobbed the idea. After the initial struggles, they are now enjoying the fruits of the labor. Lalit Modi was given the charge to make the IPL dream a reality, and he had to hard sell it in the times of recession. Lucky for him, his friendship with Mumbai's millionaires yielded results.
When the bids were going on for this team, the markets had crashed. And I remember Lalit talking about how he dreamt of this league and he thought that it could be the most spectacular league to have different players from all over the world come together and play in the Indian Premier League.
Friendship apart, the prospective clients must have certainly seen the merits in investing in this billion-dollar league. No wonder hard-nosed businessmen like Mukesh Ambani and Vijay Mallya spent over 400 crores to buy an IPL team. Even the cheapest team was sold for no less than 261 crores.
So, the Rajasthan Royals.
Winning the bid wasn't the end of these multi-billionaires' commitment. In fact, it was just the beginning. So much so that some of them even put their blooming careers on the back burner.
जिसकी नजर में हर इंसान बराबर होगा.
The hard work has paid dividends too, and today most IPL teams are recognized for their owners as much as they are known for their star players in the squad.
I'm the biggest selling point of IPL.
However, the relationship wasn't without skirmishes. Lalit Modi's ouster had some owners in hot water with the BCCI.
IPL without Lalit Modi is like
A sugar-free candy bar.
Incidentally, owners close to Modi came under the scanner. Rajasthan Royals were probed for foreign exchange violations but were eventually given the clean chit by the court. Kings 11 Punjab were probed by the tax authorities and were briefly expelled from the IPL too, only to return to the league after winning a legal battle. But BCCI's tough stance resulted in termination of 2 franchises. Team Kochi was ousted due to contractual violations after participating in just 1 IPL season, while Deccan Chargers was terminated for failing to pay up the franchise fees. Even the president of the BCCI wasn't spared, with questions of conflict of interest being asked of the Chennai Super Kings owner.
There was a bidding on, and if Chennai was not bid for properly and it was and lost out, then the people of Chennai would miss. That was the motive for that company. They asked permission.
But like sunrise follows sunset, IPL 6 has proved to be a new dawn for most team owners. For example, Kolkata Knight Riders made the knockouts in the 2011 season, and that coincided with them registering a profit of 10.4 crore rupees in the 2011-2012 financial year. In fact, there was a huge 21 crore rupees turnaround from the previous year, where they had shown a loss of 11.3 crore. But it isn't just KKR. Other franchises too have registered profits in the 2011-2012 financial year. Rajasthan Royals in fact saw an increase of close to 1.5 crore rupees in their profits. For other franchises, the losses have dropped significantly. Though Kings 11, Delhi and Mumbai are yet to show any profit, by the end of season 6, things are expected to get better.
Franchisees, they are in the process, or they have almost become financially viable.
And by the time IPL 10 comes along, the entire installment of franchise fee due to the BCCI would be over, and that's when the profit margins will also shoot up. A good investment for the team owners then? Well, a great investment is more like it. The Indian Premier League is a huge jumble of brands, an expensive proposition for the sponsors. But as the tournament continues in its 6th season, the sponsors are still betting big on it. They remain unfazed by the fact that its TRPs dipped in the past. So has IPL become India's answer to the Super Bowl? Pepsi, Yes Bank, Star and Vodafone. 4 big brands who have decided to invest in the IPL in the hope that the returns will be big in the long run. Pepsi, who are the new title sponsors, have paid nearly 400 crore for the next 5 seasons, which is in fact double of the previous deal with DLF.
We did a lot of evaluation work, and for us, it's a strategic acquisition. I mean, in keeping with your program, I think it's a brave bet, but I think it's a bet which will pay off. You know, it's a bet because it's a 5-year commitment to a platform, and we are very, very confident that we'll get a multiplier of anywhere between 4 to 5 times of the investment that we've made.
The associates, meanwhile, have pitched in for 5 years too, paying 40 crore rupees for each year. After all, on-ground sponsorship revenue in IPL 6 has already seen a hike of 50%. Each IPL team has about 25 commercial partners. It has given everyone from an MNC like Nokia to a domestic company like Luxcozy a platform to endorse their goods. And for some like Muthoot, it has helped garner a pan-India presence.
We moved to northern part of India in around 1979. And we've been setting up branches across northeast and west of India. With our association with IPL, the format, it has given us a huge leverage in terms of our brand recognition across markets northeast and west of India.
Over 250 advertisers pump in money into the system every summer. Some, like Micromax, who have invested in on-air sponsorship, believe in smart buys.
Micromax. Yes. There are benefits of being an associate sponsor. I'm not debating on that, but again, looking at the duration of the tournament and its ROIs to us directly, we found it much more efficient to be on air.
And that's because the IPL is more than just a cricket carnival. The sponsorship opportunities beyond the boundaries are endless, from promotions to product launches,
oh yes, happy.
events, contests, road shows, celebrity appearances, meet and greets, fashion shows and movie tie-ups.
जॉन इब्राहिम को पसंद है सिक्सर का स्टेप. आप कौन सा स्टेप कर रहे हो?
The tournament gives every sponsor associated with it ample opportunities to showcase their brand.
All those actors whose movies have been released, they want to use IPL as a vehicle to promote them. They all want to come and watch IPL matches. They want to sit on audience.
That's understandable, especially because the IPL is one of the very few brands that have not been affected by recession. It may not be India's Super Bowl yet, but is certainly headed that way.
जो आप बोलोगे, शाहरुख बोलेगा.
Well, a smart pitch by Shah Rukh Khan and a brave pitch by reporters like us, because cricket reporting never remained the same. But before we tell you how it changed, we have to dive into a very, very short break. Keep watching a brave new pitch. Welcome back. One of the bravest pitch was made by the IPL broadcaster. They gave IPL the financial muscle. The television rights deal that was bought for a cool sum of 5,000 crore rupees was later renegotiated. In its 6th season running, it isn't just the neatly packaged primetime programming, but also its access online that has made IPL a truly international product.
He's out, caught behind.
From hearing India's first overseas test series win on radio, to watching black and white pictures of Kapil Dev lifting the World Cup. Then came the coloured clothing and night games. But But nothing changed the face of Indian cricket broadcasting as T20 cricket did, especially the IPL. Players talk back that helped you be a part of the action.
It seems to be a really good wicket.
Cameras that gave you a bird's eye view. Cheerleaders on the ground and cheerleaders in the studio. With TV stars doubling up as cricket anchors.
We've created this lovely fusion of cricket and entertainment. So it's fun, it's aspirational, it's fashionable, it's glamorous. All these elements coming together.
But the smooth ride soon hit rough waters. A court case with the BCCI had Sony Entertainment paying up almost 3,200 crore rupees extra for what was agreed upon during the initial bid. Even the ratings started to suffer. While the first 3 years saw a rise in TV audience, but the viewership dipped. Even the digitization process has affected IPL's TRPs in the current season. So, was the gamble worth it?
If you wait only by the ratings, then it may give you a picture which could be a little distorted, which probably is not as accurate as it is, but as it really is rather. But if you look at if you talk to a layman on the street or a cricket enthusiast, or if you go by the ticket sales, if you go by the number of people who come to the venues, you see the excitement around. I don't think anything has come down.
And the tournament continues to grow online. IPL expects a 35% growth in the internet space, and the Indians are contributing to nearly 70% of the growth. It has also reached out to NRI audiences in Australia, US, UK, Canada and Africa. A couple of years back, Times Internet bought the rights and IPL served as a perfect fit for their business that was targeting young India.
So IPL Online is a lot of fun because we have this digital medium where we can do so many different things. So in the first year, we integrated live commenting along the match, and we saw as much as a comment every second during live matches. Last year, we introduced something called IPL Battleground, which was also pretty fun because people would throw tomatoes at the competing team and support their own team and cheer them on. This year, we've worked pretty closely with Google to integrate Google Hangouts. And so it gives us this deeper social engagement. At the same time, we also like to contribute data and statistics around the experience. So while you're watching, there'll be fun facts and trivia and highlights that you can watch from what's already happened around.
The broadcast revenue is really the backbone of the league. One that stirred up Hornet's Nest in 2010 and brought Lalit Modi down on charges of having taken kickbacks from the deal. Despite the troubled times, the broadcaster has stood firmly behind the property and made IPL a success story even in the current season. Well, that brings us to the end of our IPL special, our brave new pitch. We shall keep bringing you a comprehensive coverage on IPL throughout the season. Hope you enjoyed our special show as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. But before we say goodbye, we'll leave you with the challenges we as cricket reporters faced in covering IPL through the last 6 seasons. Bye-bye and thanks for watching.
Your favorite reporter during the IPL?
That would be you.
Oh, thank you. If you hadn't said that, I would have forced you to say it.
That's going to be ridiculous.
Do you want to go back to the auction pool and get a higher salary, or want to remain as the Super King?
Well, given an option, I would like to stay with Chennai because it's the association that we have got with a particular franchise.
I'm a Delhi boy.
I'm sorry, my heart bleeds for you.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, I don't really want to talk about them. So let's talk about something else. What are you doing tonight? Let's talk about that. What are you doing on a Saturday night?
Boogieing, man.
Boogieing.
I know that.
Yeah.
So call in your friends, order in some food and get some drinks. Sit back and simply enjoy the IPL rush. In New Delhi, Disha Chopra,
Muthoot Singh,
Suprita Das, NDTV.